Welcome back to the second edition of the College Football Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the top 25. We're going to be talking about the top 25 matchups and the 3 top 10 matchups this week. So stay tuned and enjoy.
Feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder.
First things off, we're going to talk about the top 25 playoff rankings and my reaction and what I think what's going to happen this week in the matchups. Because guess what? We have 6 top 25 matchups this week and 3 top 10 matchups. So we'll dive into that right now. Alright, we're going to start with number 25, Northwestern, after their big win in overtime at Nebraska. Number 24, LSU, after a 14-point loss to Alabama. Number 23, NC State. Number 22, Memphis. Number 21, Iowa State. Number 20, Iowa, after another big win against Ohio State. They look strong. I think if they can get it together next year, they can be in the top 14. Washington State, number 19, 18, UCF. Virginia Tech, number 17, and number 16, Mississippi State. They have a big test this Saturday against the number 2 team of Alabama. Alright, let's get into 15 to 11. Oklahoma State, after a close loss to Oklahoma. Number 14, Penn State, after a tough loss to Michigan State, which is number 12. 13, Ohio State, after a big, huge loss. I'm talking about huge loss to Iowa. Michigan State, over a big win against Penn State. USC, number 11. Now, let's dive into the top 10 and who will be in the college football playoffs. At number 10, Auburn. A team that can basically control their own destiny. If they beat number 1, Georgia, this Saturday, and they go next week and beat the number 2 team in Alabama, they can go to the SEC championship game and move on to the playoffs. Let's look at number 9. At number 9, Washington. Interesting fact, Washington is playing at Stanford right now as I'm recording this, and they have a 14-7 lead going into halftime. So, let's get into number 8. Number 8, a Wisconsin team that hasn't really been impressive to me. Yes, they're undefeated, but they haven't really faced a tough opponent like their opponent this weekend. Let's get into number 7. At number 7, an undefeated Miami. They have a big matchup this weekend against Notre Dame. So, that's 25-7. So, let's get into the top 6 right now. Alright, here we go. We're going to go from number 1 to number 6, like we always will. Number 1, Georgia. A tough matchup this weekend Georgia has. Probably their strongest opponent up until this point. Number 2 will be Alabama. Alabama has pretty much an off week this weekend. They got Mississippi State. You know, they're a ranked team, but there's no way that Mississippi State team can stop this offense. Number three will be Notre Dame. A Notre Dame team who will be facing an undefeated Miami this Saturday. At number 4, a team that I disagree with. A team that should not be in the top 6. Clemson. Clemson is number 4. I disagree. They don't look like a top 4 team to me. At number 5, Oklahoma. An Oklahoma team who faces TCU at number 6. This is going to be a great weekend of college football. But first, we're going to look at the top 3 games of last week and their highlights. Enjoy.
On first down and 10, J.K. Dobbins is the single setback. They send him out in motion to the right. All sorts of time for Barrett, and it's intercepted! It's picked off right away! Intercepted a Monty Hooker! Pick 6! 8 seconds into the game! Iowa leads!
To throw the ball left, you're going to see right here, the safety Hooker just reads the eyes of J.T. Barrett. He's coming back for his last read, and I don't think he saw him at all, Steve. And what a play to start this game from Monty Hooker. You know, talking with defensive coordinator Phil Parker, he said he's going to put the most pressure on his safeties to make Barrett having to run the ball 3 times in a row.
On first down and 10, here's Barrett to throw. Middle of the field, end zone, all alone is Terry McLaurin for the touchdown, making that look easy.
Back at you. There he is right here. You're going to get the receiver, just goes right down the field. And this is the pressure they're going to put on these safeties. The Hooker, you got to be deeper there. Either the corner.
Folks, we played 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And we're in a 7-7 game.
By the Senator, James Daniels. He's got to get this crew going today.
Second down and 10. Akram Wadley's first carry's a big one. Down the sideline. And he'll be knocked out by Jordan Fuller. Akram Wadley rips off a big one for 30 yards.
We talk about this offensive line. A lot of it is the zone read. They're going to come up. It's just zone blocking up front. You get push. You got guys that want to rush the passer. The best thing you can possibly do is start
in college football. First down and 10. It is November after all. Here's Dobbins. Turning the corner with speed. J.K. Dobbins finally knocked out by Jake Gervais.
This is what we're talking about. You got to respect it. So those linebackers hesitate just a minute. And there you see Gervais, the safety, number 30. And it's not his fault, you know.
Got some pressure around his legs. Able to hit his man for the touchdown. Iowa back on top. And a great view for the Children's Hospital across the way in that end zone.
Here's Fant right here, and here's Hawkinson. Fant's going to go this way, and Hawkinson goes up the field. There's too much attention from Ohio State's defense on Fant, and Hawkinson comes wide open in the end zone. 2 guys go with Fant, and then it's 4
to snap it. Get it off in time. Here's Barrett off the play fake. Throwing down the middle of the field. It's Johnny Dixon. He was in motion, and he's in the end zone for 6. 44-yard strike.
The roll, guys. You know, you roll out here. I think they were in an illegal formation, and if they don't get in the right formation, this comes back. But the speed of Johnny Dixon, we saw it last week against Penn State.
Ohio State, they act quickly. 7 plays, 77 yards. That's a beauty of a ball to a wide open Johnny Dixon. And we're all tied up again.
Professionally in separate ways ever since. I think that's the right approach.
Just got the snap away. Stanley trying to stand tall in the pocket, and he'll just airmail that one out of bounds. There is a flag down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer with targeting. Defense, number 97. Plays under further review.
That's Nick Bosa.
Stanley's holding the ball till the last second and throws it out of bounds. And he's in the pocket, and Bosa's trying to get there on the left side of the screen. Boy, he kind of jumped over an offensive lineman, Alaric Jackson. The ball's out. And yeah, he definitely hits with the crown of his helmet right in the face mask of Nate Stanley. Now there's another guy in between them, but by the definition of the rule,
and it's clearly a launch.
and that center,
well.
that center judge is looking right at it. I mean, he's right on top of it. And if this stands, which I don't know why it wouldn't, what an impact on this game it would have.
Arguably their best defensive player, and part of the rushman we spoke of so highly.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Number 97 is disqualified for the remainder of the contest.
They do have tremendous depth, but there's no replacing Nick Bosa. On first down and 10, taking a shot in the end zone, it is caught! Noah Fant, touchdown!
Matched up. Here's Fant right here, and here's Jordan Fuller. Matched up last week against Mike Gesicki from Penn State. Gesicki made some plays, and Brian Ferentz realized he wanted to get his playmaker, Noah Fant, matched up as well in this game, and they take the lead.
Hey, there's something going on in Iowa City. He's so like a 45-year-old man in a 22-year-old body. He is a mature individual. Got great pocket protection. And it's intercepted down the sideline. It's picked off by Jackson. And he'll be bumped out of bounds. Barrett is intercepted for the second time.
Should have thrown the ball underneath. Look at it here. He wanted to throw it initially to ball. At this point, right there, it should have never been thrown. It should have come underneath the KJ Hill on the check down. And I don't think that JT Barrett ever saw him, but either way, this ball should have never been thrown.
There's some contact down there. Not by just the players. That's our pal Victor, man on the camera down there. Stanley to throw for it. And a wide open man. Touchdown. It's Noah Fant.
Shouldn't be that wide open, right? That's another bust. Breakdown by Ohio State defensively, whether that was Tuff Borland or Dante Booker. One of those two guys, 32 or 33, responsible for the tight end and a flat. Nonetheless, they give it to him.
First and 10. Just across midfield. Wadley staying on his feet, making people miss. Akram Wadley, what a run in a play. Sort of the story of the game right there.
This run sink in and appreciate the skills of Akram Wadley. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are just, you know, it's out of character.
From the 20. On fourth down. And the pass is caught. Colin Roustaedler threw the ball. Down to the goal line, the trickeration. And that was his snapper, Tyler Kluver, on the receiving end. That ball hung up forever.
It didn't look so hot in the air. But Kluver, give him credit. That ball hung in the air just to come up with it.
And it couldn't stay on his feet.
Wow. This is not the MO for Kirk Ferentz. He is by the book, doesn't like a whole lot. He's given Iowa a chance to win. They're not playing not to lose. They are playing to win this game. And credit at the right time against the right team, they convert.
First and goal. Play fake. Stanley, they got him wrapped around the legs. Back in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. It's Hawkinson. It's all going right for the Hawkeyes.
And they're in great position now here, approaching the end of the third quarter.
So we had a chance to visit at the an outstanding crew. Second and goal. Iowa State looking to add some more. Off the play fake. Stanley throwing forward. It's caught. Touchdown. It's Drake Kulik out of the backfield.
Look, watch Booker. He's right here. Watch him halfway in. He knows he has Kulik in the flat. He's running with him, and then he's going to look back right there. For some reason, just second-guessed himself, and that gave the lane for Kulik. You know, I can't help it. I go back and I say, you know, Ohio State defensively, they played all these spread teams, right? And how in the world is Iowa going to come on and surprise them and score 45 points?
Dixon in motion. 2nd and 10, Barrett. All sorts of time. Now he'll launch it, and it is intercepted. Josh Jackson ripped that ball away. His 2nd pick of the game. 3rd interception thrown by Barrett today.
You see him, he's looking left, and that worked for him last week against Penn State. But you can't throw late over the middle, and that ball is late, and Josh Jackson has read him for the 2nd time in this game. The knock on JT, as good as he played last week, the knock on him has been that he telegraphs his throws, that he, this week, getting their hands up.
And there was the magic number, the turnovers. 3-0, Iowa. Oh, what a play! Make it 4-0, Iowa! Josh Jackson, hat trick! 3 interceptions. There is a flag. We'll check the marker. What an athletic interception.
Leading the country and passes broken up, and he goes up high to snatch one, and may have just snatched the life out of Ohio State's season.
Jackson, a guy the coaching staff said needs to turn all those tips and deflections into interceptions and picks. He has today. He's got 3. After the failed fake punt. Barrett to throw. End zone! Johnny Dixon! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
On it initially earlier, you see this receiver comes up underneath. They beat Manny Bowen a week ago.
It's only a slight exaggeration. And breaking free is Torn Young. Piling on now is Iowa as they crack the 50 mark against the mighty Buckeyes.
With nobody at the 2nd level, McSorley looks over the top and delivers a strike for Hamilton. He turns the corner for a touchdown. Just like that, the Nittany Lions march at 92 yards to open the scoring.
The thing you got to love about it, as a former quarterback,
the size advantage he has against just about everybody. Lewerke goes the other way. Stewart goes up to catch it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Overcoming a litany of mistakes on this drive.
it's a simple corner route.
Spartans bringing it. McSorley stands in. There's Blacknall. Fights his way for a first down. And a touchdown. Saeed Blacknall goes for 27 yards. Not just a first down, but a tie-breaking score.
And all the missed tackles from the Michigan State defense. We saw that last week in their loss to Northwestern. We talked about them getting tired, getting run down a little bit. In this case, just Blacknall being able to make a play and fighting through tackles to get in the end zone.
Guys, they bring a motion man and fake it to him. Lewerke sets up. Felton Davis end zone. Diving catch. Touchdown, Michigan State.
It was all about the misdirection. You're going to watch Brian Lewerke drop back and make multiple fakes, and what that does is it...
And behind Colin Lucas, he is in for the Michigan State touchdown. The Spartans go 91 yards to take the lead. Drive begins at the 30. McSorley steps into a clean pocket. Heaves one deep with blown coverage. 70-yard home run to put Penn State in front.
He's not a thrower, he's a launcher. You're going to see basically a double post concept, and Josiah Scott ends up falling down at the top of this route. And Tompkins is all alone by himself, just has to focus on catching the football, not hitting his head on the goalpost.
For the win, Michigan State's improbable march continues to Columbus.
And on the flip side, James Franklin still yet to get a win on the road versus a ranked opponent.
0-10 in his career now between Vanderbilt.
A wild day here. Long, long day. What's going through your mind when that field goal is going through the upright?
7 wins. You know, I knew Matt had it in him. You know, we talked all week long about attacking through. He just needed to attack through that goal post. So he had it, and he was very, very confident before him.
Your quarterback, Arizona kid, looked really comfortable out here in these bad conditions. What stood out and impressed you the most about Brian Lewerke today?
You know, he's just calm. He can make a mistake and come back from a mistake. He can, you know, audible on 2nd and 1 and come back and you know, and clear things up and just keep playing. And I think you got to be able to play through problems, you know, and that's life a little bit.
I don't know if you noticed this, but Ohio State went down today in Iowa. What does this mean for the Big Ten race with what you guys got left in November?
Well, it gets a little interesting. Spartans like to make it interesting in November, so, hey, we're hanging around. We just got to win them one at a time.
Thanks, Coach.
And then
Brian Lewerke, Phoenix, Arizona kid, you look really comfortable out here in these miserable conditions. Why were you able to get so dialed in and not deal with it?
You know, I mean, you know, coming from out of the rain delay, it was hard to get focused back up again, but I feel like we did a good job. The ball wasn't too slick. You know, it wasn't raining too hard. It was kind of wet in the field, so I tried to get my grip with the ball. And I just tried to make every play that I could.
What did you do for that 3 hours and 30+ minutes in there in the locker room and stay focused?
You got a little sleep, just, you know, kind of relax, try and get so you're not tired when you come back out here. But, you know, we just tried to stay focused. You got a little bit of food and tried to focus up for the rest of the game.
Last week, school record 445 yards. Today, again, over 400 yards. Is this like the air raid out here in East Lansing now?
I mean, it's working. The passing game's working. The receivers doing a great job of getting open. O-line's doing a great job of blocking up front. And, you know, I'm trying to do my best to just get them the ball. So as long as it's working, we're going to keep doing it.
You guys beat Penn State. Ohio State goes down in Iowa. What does this race look like in November in the Big Ten East now?
It's getting very interesting. You know, Coach D always says, if you put yourself in a position in November, then, you know, good things will happen as long as you execute. So we're excited for what's coming up.
All right, thanks, Brian. Guys.
play fake. Mayfield goes through his progressions. Wide open. Caught. Dimitri Flowers. Touchdown OU. Quick throw into the end zone. Marcel Aidman with the catch and touchdown. Mayfield gives it up. The end around. But dead. Touchdown Sooners. Mayfield, quarterback draw. Mayfield, can he get outside? Mayfield, touchdown OU. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. First down and goal to the 6-yard line for Oklahoma State. They hand it off to Hill, touchdown Cowboys. Mayfield to throw it, pump fake. Guns it over the middle and caught by Hollywood Brown, still running. Hollywood Brown all the way. Touchdown Oklahoma, 84 yards. Rudolph, play fake. Rudolph, end zone, touchdown. Marcel Aidman. And you called it, partner. Aidman in the corner. Touchdown Oklahoma State. First down and 10 to the 14. Sermon, Anderson in the split backfield with Mayfield. And they give it to Anderson. Touchdown OU. 14 yards. Rudolph to throw. Steps into his throw. Touchdown! James Washington, 35 yards. What a pretty ball. He scored 2 receiving touchdowns already. Stoner in motion. And Hill sprinting. Hits the sideline. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. 3rd and 6 at the 7. Rudolph with time. Rudolph hit. Picked up. Almost got it. At the Cowboy 10.
Kenneth Mann, number 55. Here he comes. From the defensive tackle position, he's going to go all the way past Rudolph as Rudolph tries to come up in the pocket. He spins back, and then the ball gets knocked loose. Obo Okoronkwo, he's spinning back to try to pursue the quarterback, and it falls right into his lap. What a fortuitous bounce for Oklahoma, and great effort by Kenneth Mann to spin back, get himself in position to make that hit, and bring Rudolph to the ground while knocking the ball loose and creating a short field for the offense.
Rudolph off his back foot, picked off. Wow! Will Johnson. Baker Mayfield throws, has Anderson. First down, Anderson. Can he get there? Touchdown, Sooners. What a play, 43 yards. First down, Rudolph goes sideline. Touchdown Cowboys, what a throw! Tyron Johnson, the LSU transfer. Mayfield winds up, down the field, Hollywood! Touchdown! Sooners, 77 yards! Who is this kid? Where'd he come from? Rudolph looking. Rudolph in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Tyron Johnson again. What a game.
Watch out Johnson on the outside, number 13. He gives him a little outside move, and right there it's just over. As soon as the corner commits, Motley to the outside. Johnson turns back to the inside. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mayfield looks that way. Mayfield delivers and intercepted. Whitener. What a play by the Oklahoma State defense. And they've got great field position with all 3 timeouts and a little less than 3 minutes remaining. Second interception of the day for Mayfield.
They just didn't see Whitener. He's right in the middle of the field. Mayfield's trying to go to Andrews, but Whitener was sitting on the goal line. Again, forcing Mayfield to make a tight window throw. Playing coverage, knowing the run was not a threat at 3rd and goal. That's why the sack was so huge on the previous play, and Whitener comes up with the biggest play of the game so far for Oklahoma State.
3rd and 20. Rudolph looking, dancing. Rudolph intercepted, Oklahoma, and a flag. Trey Brown. First down, Oklahoma, and even more. Sermon still on the move. Sermon to the corner. Touchdown Sooners, 53 yards. Rudolph dancing around, throws it deep. And intercepted in the end zone by Robert Barnes. And that's your ball game. Oklahoma 62, Oklahoma State 52. Lincoln Riley gets his first Bedlam victory.
You're 3 for 3 at Bedlam. 598 yards you threw for tonight. You somehow find a way to not only rise to the occasion, but to exceed it in this matchup. How did you do it?
Got great coaches, great teammates. You know, I mean, talk about the guys that were making plays for me tonight. I mean, Marquise Brown had a heck of a night. You know, up front, offensive line's great. You know, I'm surrounded by a great supporting cast, and we did well. You know, I could go without the 2 interceptions, but we came out with the win, and quite frankly, that's all that matters.
You guys have a saying around your program, Championship November. What kind of statement did this performance make in terms of what you guys are capable of accomplishing?
You know, it's a great win for us. You know, Oklahoma State's a great team, obviously a great offense. So it was a huge win for us, you know, implications going forward, you know. And then we just got to take care of this one and go on to the next. So TCU's coming up next.
Last year, you had a T-shirt under that jersey. I have to ask, are you wearing anything under there about back to back to back?
No, I had it made, but that's for the Big 12, not Bedlam.
All right, we're going to talk about Georgia versus Auburn. So, hit that awesome promo.
You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step. Another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a peace of mind. Seeking to find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride. And I'm straight, I'm on my way. Get up my way, I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, how could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. Oh yes it is. You know that we've been going it since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we win. On guard, things are just things. They don't make you who you are. Can't pack up a U-Haul and take it with you when you're gone. We posted on the porch, my family's glasses to the store.
All right, that was a cool promo. But this is probably one, maybe of 2 or 3 games that I'm going to watch from start to finish. I really see this game could go either way. I don't know. I hope Georgia wins just so the SEC looks strong. But I wouldn't be surprised if Auburn, at their place wins. I wouldn't be surprised, Georgia fans. So, look out for the War Eagle.
Here's the thing that makes life so interesting. The theory of evolution claims only the strong shall survive. Maybe so. Maybe so. But the theory of competition says just because they're the strong doesn't mean they can't get their asses kicked. That's right. See, what every long shot come from behind underdog will tell you is this. The other guy may in fact be the favorite. The odds may be stacked against you, fair enough. But what the odds don't know is this isn't a math test. This is a completely different kind of test. One where passion has a funny way of trumping logic. So before you step up to the starting line, before the whistle blows and the clock starts ticking, just remember out here, the results don't always add up. No matter what the stats may say, and the experts may think, and the commentators may have predicted, when the race is on, all bets are off. Don't be surprised if somebody decides to flip the script and take a pass on yelling uncle. And then suddenly, as the old saying goes, we got ourselves a game.
This is probably another one of those games that I'm going to watch from start to finish, because this is number 5 versus number 6. This matchup will basically make up who moves on to the college football playoffs. Because I see one of these two teams making the playoffs and knocking out Clemson. Because Clemson is a team, sorry Tiger fans, but your team sucks. I mean, you lost your star quarterback from last year, and your quarterback now isn't really healthy, and you lost to Syracuse. Which, personally, I believe they're probably more of a basketball school than a football school. So, let's get into this next matchup.
It's a good hold, and Hughes got it. Get it around that 40-yard line, and he's got a chance, and now down goes Kai at the worst time possible.
It's really been a payback season to everybody that we lost to last season, and we're just working down the line. We just can't wait to line it up Saturday.
Well, they should be real scared. I mean, they should be concerned. Absolutely. No question about that. Yes, because I think Notre Dame is playing well in all 3 phases, and we're going to find out.
First down. Looking, throwing, end zone. There he goes. Get in there. Touchdown, Miami.
Firing end zone. It is touchdown.
There was a time when you came to Miami and you found out the game was at night that you knew that your chances of victory were very low because the city brought it. That place can get spooky now.
inside the locker room. So I guess we can truthfully say, as we get ready for this game, these two teams still don't like each other.
There's not much I can say about this matchup. I mean, this matchup really just explains the history already. When you say Miami versus Notre Dame, you don't really have to say anything else because it's a big matchup. But I'm going to predict Notre Dame with a 3-touchdown victory over the Canes. Let's get into this next matchup.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not. When I pulled off the lot, that's done. Reppin' my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Black stripe, yellow paint. I hear they scared of it, but them pros ain't. Soon as I hit the club, look at them roll face. Hit the pedal once, make the floor shake. Sway inside, my engine roaring. It's the big boy, you know what I paid for it. a million, got another million on my schedule. No love for him, boy, I'm breaking hearts. No keys, push to start. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot. That's done. Reppin' my town when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yellow diamonds, so many rocks up in my watch, I can't tell what the time is. Got a pocket full of big faces, throw it up, cause everybody that I'm with tailored. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot, that's done. Reppin' my town, when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Stay fly like how I'm supposed to do. That crowd underneath them clouds can't get close to you. And my car look unapproachable. Super clean, but it's super mean. Man, if you don't, you should by now. My town when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down, Taylor gang. My diamonds, I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah, screaming that's not when I pulled off the lot, that's done. Reppin' my town when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Sorry, Badger fans, but I'm going to go with Iowa in this matchup. Just because Wisconsin hasn't beaten a team this year like Iowa beat Ohio State last weekend. Maybe Ohio State was off, but Iowa is still a great team. In this matchup, I'm picking Iowa to upset Wisconsin because, like I said, Wisconsin really hasn't, played anybody like Ohio State or a Penn State. They haven't really, faced, anybody that, is good. I mean, this is their first top 25 matchup of the year. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens Saturday. But comment down below what you guys think of my predictions. And put your predictions down below too. Because I want to see what you guys think as well. Alright, let's get into this last matchup that I'm going to talk about. And then we're just going to recap what has been said. And maybe we'll talk about something else.
1, 2, 3, showtime!
So this matchup really is interesting to me because Michigan State came off a big victory over Penn State, which their competitor beat them 2 weeks ago. Now, they have a common opponent that they both have beaten, but Michigan State has the momentum. They won last week. Ohio State looked like crap. Sorry, Buckeye fans, but they looked like crap. That's all I can say about that. Now, for my predictions in this game. Michigan State is ranked a little bit higher than Ohio State. So it looks like the committee sees something that a lot of people are not. So, I'm basically going to agree with the committee and say Michigan State is the better team in this matchup. And I'm going to pick Michigan State to beat Ohio State, but in a close game. I think maybe within a field goal. Alright, we're going to recap what has been said. So I've predicted that Ohio State will lose to Michigan State. Iowa will upset Wisconsin. I believe that Notre Dame will beat Miami by at least 3 touchdowns. And that at Auburn could upset the number 1 team in the nation of Georgia. The top 25 will roll down the screen as you are seeing it right now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys like these kinds of videos, comment down below. And I also want to hear what your guys' predictions is as well. And if you want me to, I will do a reaction video Sunday recapping all the action from the college football on Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week here on the College Football Podcast.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head.